Hey, you call yourself a Bucks fan? Some of you, not even close. You don't know what being a fan is. But tonight, we're here to change all that. Welcome to Buccaneer Fan Academy. School's in session. Are you ready? 10 simple rules to being a good Buccaneers fan. Rule number 1. If you call yourself a fan, root for your team more than you gripe about it. This is going to be a stretch for some of you. According to my news feed on Facebook, you guys have a hard time with this one. Rule number 2. Free agents that leave are now the enemy. I don't need to explain this. I think it explains itself. Rule number 3. Heckle or blame the refs at least once per game. That's your job as a fan. Rule number 4. Stop thinking that changing coaches is the answer. Every 2 years you want to change. Heck, man, practically every year you want to change coaches. That's not the answer. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is nothing but insanity. Rule number 5. Wins and losses are the actual benchmark of whether or not your team is good. Your expectations are not the benchmark. You might expect perfection, but your team can still be a really good team even though they don't live up to your unrealistic expectations. Wins and losses, folks. Your team's 7-5. They're going to the playoffs. This is the best year in a decade and a half, and your quarterback is even breaking the record, basically having the best season of any quarterback in the history of the franchise. You say, no, he's not. He didn't throw for that many yards. If it's only yards, okay. But he's going to have half the picks, 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns. Sorry, guys. Best season ever for a Buccaneer quarterback. Rule number 6. It's okay to be happy. Really? Rule number 7. No, really. It's okay to be happy. You can do that. And this is the season to do it. Rule number 8. No amount of evidence will convince an idiot. Let the negative folks be miserable. They want to be. They want to be unhappy. Leave them be. You're not going to change their mind. Rule number 9. Embrace the positive, but be realistic. The team's not perfect. The slow starts are brutal. They make the games really difficult to watch. The offense, throwing the ball and abandoning the running game, throwing the ball like they are, that can be tough to watch. Having said that, the team is 7-5, and again, this is your team going to the playoffs for the first time in like 15 years. Come on, guys. Come on. And rule number 10, remember it. Write it down. Put it on your forehead. Do whatever you got to do. This is supposed to be fun. This is your leisure time. This is what you do for fun. If you're miserable as a Buccaneers fan, what are you doing here? Come on, class of 2020. You can do this. You're the future.